Do the episode, before I do the intro and all of that. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna tell you how to introduce yourself in one sentence slash 45 seconds or less to make anybody want to rock with you, work with you, and make your ideal client come for you. But also how to talk to rich people, because you can't do like normal stuff when you talk to rich people. Because if you imagine, if you the people from Shark Tank or somebody famous, and you're in an elevator, anybody who meets them is going to pitch them something. How do you talk to them in a way that they can know, do they need to follow up with you or not? I'm gonna teach you that today. But first, my favorite part of the show, we're gonna do what we do, and that's, y'all already know what it is. Hold on, 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 hold on. Here we go. Bringing in the Zoom. Bringing in the Zoom. Bringing in the Zoom. Y'all welcome. Well, good morning, good evening. What to do? How are you? Who do you? Happy happy Monday too. I am the sound of money in your ear. Dollar Avant. Let's do double up. I'm often imitated, never duplicated. They call me the $1 billion babe, aka the pitch queen, aka the people's coach, aka Coach Dollar Bill. And you are in the dollhouse. This is the home of high value entrepreneurs. Over here, it is day 60. Oh God. Don't let me lie to y'all. 68 of this 100-day challenge. And we're going to get our entire life on today. On today, this is what we're going to do. So what do you do if you walk into a room, you know what I'm saying, and it's like famous people in there? You know what I'm saying? Somebody just got off the fireside chat, but they're like right there. You could like talk to them. And you're like, hey, how you doing? I enjoyed your conversation. Like, thanks for showing up for me. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for being here with us or whatever. And they're like, okay, yeah, ha, ha, ha. They're like a nice human. And they're like, well, what do you do? Do you know how to answer that question in a way that's not going to put them to sleep? Now, mind you, I've been training y'all. I help such so to do this and this and that and the third, so they can da 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 instead of this is this, so they can da 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 da. This is going to work for 90+% of the people that you talk to in the world. And if you can't do that, you can't do what I'm about to teach you today. But on today, I'm going to teach you how to talk if you're on a podcast. If you get cast, somebody put you on the Today Show. I got a friend of mine, several friends of mine, been on Good Morning America, the Today Show. They on PBS. They on a special. They on NPR. They, Tamron Hall. You know what I'm saying? Tell us about what you do. I got friends that been on Jimmy Kimmel, like this and that, third. So imagine your business or whatever it is you got going on. But a Thursday night, 6:00, I'm gonna give y'all an assignment today that I need you to have it done by Thursday at 6:00, because you're gonna be 99% ahead of everybody else in the dollhouse, because they're not showing up, they're not doing the work, but you're gonna be ready. You'll be ready. You're gonna know how to introduce yourself. Okay. But if it's like 6:00, time for Greg Street to rock, you know what I'm saying? And they put you on the thing, and then they're like, okay, so nobody know who you are. I just met you now. You're not Chris Brown. You're not Rihanna on them. You're not Beyonce, all these people. And you're just like, I have a business and everybody should know about it. Okay. So they're like, tell us what you do. Do you know what to say? I'm going to solve that for you today. So welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the dollhouse. If you turn to your neighbor if you don't know what we do here. But I'm on a mission to help Black people escape the matrix so we could be all right and get out the way of whatever's coming. It's a lot going on. I'm not going to talk about the world, the end of the end of their system. My baby told me not to say it's the end of the world. It's just the end of their system. And we got to have a plan so we could be all right. So if you want to, get out the way of what's coming, that's what we're going to do today. Okay. So here we go. First things first, we've been doing a lot of work. It's day 68 of this 100-day challenge. We got 68, 69, 70. Okay. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is my final 3 prep days. Thursday is the first day. The last 30 days of this 100-day challenge, we're going to be posting every single day for 100 days. You can do what you want to do. You don't have to leverage social media as a tool that somebody gave you for free that you can put your narrative out and have, instead of going one-to-one, you go one-to-many. You don't have to do that. You can do what you want to do. But if you leverage this skill set and learn how to talk to humans and learn how to digitize your brilliance and have that conversation with 50 or 100 people that saw your post instead of just one person that you talk to in person, if you do that, you're going to make more money than everybody around you. Okay. And we got to hurry up so that we don't become a part of the permanent underclass. It's a K-shaped economy right now. You're either spiraling up, you're either going to win and be all right. You got 10, 15, 20, $30,000 a month. You can buy you some assets, XRP. You can do what you want to do and go ahead and get out the way. So when they shift us over from the old system to the new financial system, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You own some gold and some, some different things that are not tied to USD. Or you can sit here like, oh, I don't take all that. No, it's not really my personality. I don't really want to. I don't really know what I want to. And you can wait till they come for your neck. AI is coming for necks out here. Wait till they come for your neck and your niche, and wait till somebody else had the same idea you had, but they did this work and know how to show up and talk to humans. And they're going to take them off of your platform, even though you were 5-7 years ahead of the schedule. And they're going to take your people and go head on and get their money and be out the way. You decide. It's up to you. So listen, I want to start with this and end with this. Stop trying to attract everyone in your work, in your industry. I really want to put this on my YouTube, on my WhatsApp, but everybody ain't ready. They're not ready. They're not ready. So I'm not going to do that. But I have far too many people still in the dollhouse talking about, oh yeah, what I do, my business is for everybody. It's for anybody. Everybody needs AI. Everybody needs fill in the blank of whatever it is you do. Everybody needs life insurance. Everybody needs dot. Well, do they? Everybody needs a website. Okay, fine. But if you keep talking like it's for everybody, you're never going to have anybody bring you anything, anywhere, any place, in time, ever. You're not going to make no money, okay? So figure it out. I'm not here to help you figure it out, but when you know, it's like, yeah, I need to do something different. That's what I'm here for. I can't help you figure it out, okay? So stop trying to attract everyone. Your slam dunk, your alley-oop, your like layup, like the easy customer. Why do I keep using basketball analogies? Y'all know I'm kind of good at basketball, just low key in my spare time, like it's just low key. Anyway, Kobe. Okay. Your slam dunk customer is already out there. They already exist. You just haven't named them yet. You just haven't defined. The more specific you get, the more money you make. I'm gonna prove that to you on today. I'm gonna prove it to you today. Everything that I say after this is just evidence to prove what I just said to you. So welcome. Happy Monday. Happy March, March 4th. Listen, all the things, whatever you try to do, we're here. But let me plant an image in your mind because it's going to stay with you. I want you to picture two things side by side. On one side, it's like Prince versus MJ. You decide. Who would you pick? A child. I just watched the little thing, the Drink Champs. They asked Tank, I know him. They asked him, they said, TLC or SWV? They said, Chris Brown or Usher? They said, Stevie Wonder or I forgot who they put him up against. It was crazy work. It was like Michael Jackson or Prince. It was not. I don't know. What do you want me to do? I'm sweating right now. It was but he stood on, he said what he said. You know what I'm saying? He went all the way through, and then it was like, this is what messed him up. They said, Thriller or Off the Wall? He had to take a drink. I think it's a drinking game. I don't really watch that show, but I think it's like a drinking game. And he was just like, yeah, okay, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? If you're old enough to know how those albums hit when they hit, I'm actually not old enough to know. But I was sort of around for Thriller just enough. I'm 5, I'm 3, I'm 4. Child, he said he had the, you know how drinking games work? He said, I can't call that one. Because every album, classic. And this is coming from somebody who met Quincy Jones, came to my school. I went to school with his youngest daughter. Whatever. It's whatever. Recipes, whatever. I'm not responsible. I don't claim no celebrities because everybody's canceled. I don't know nothing about how these people live in their personal life. I didn't go to the house. I don't know. But the what they represent, okay? And so Quincy Jones, from Off the Wall to Thriller, all the way through to Bad, my first album, I turned down 3 record deals. I didn't sign the record deal. None of them. Because something in my ancestry was like, this is an evil system. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I didn't do it. But my last one that I recorded, maybe on Thursdays, I'm gonna start playing some of this music for y'all. If you get in there at 6 o'clock, you're gonna hear some music from 6 o'clock, 6:03, 6:04. Anyway, my engineer, rest in peace, he passed away. He's on record. You can Google him right now on stage getting the Grammy with TLC for Scrubs. That was my audio engineer. And he had to disrupt my sessions. I'm in the booth. I'm like, oh, I'm going, oh, whatever I'm saying. And he's like, dog, hold on. Just hold that note. And then he'll be like, yeah, bro, yeah, bro. Da, 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 da. Yeah, no, because da, 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 da. No, wait, hold on. No, I got this new artist in here. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry about it. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Okay, no, I'm gonna call you back. Bleep. And so I'm like in the booth, and I'm like, sir, who is that? This is 2008, 2009. I said, who is that? Well, you got time. We done paid for this studio time. And blah, blah, blah. He said, dog, I know. He said, please forgive me. He said, I don't mean no disrespect. You the one. You got next. I said, He said, that was Michael Jackson. I'm dead. I want to pass out on the floor. I'm sorry, what? He said, no, Michael wanted to do one more time, one more again. He wanted to do something. You know what I'm saying? He died in Anyway. I don't have to prove who I am to y'all. I'm telling you that from the ether, from the energy, I became who I am. And then I did it in business. And then I reverse engineered what I did in business. And now I'm bringing the sauce back to you. I went on a webinar last night and I told this story in the WhatsApp. I don't need a coach for pitching, but I went and found one because I'm like, well, maybe there's something more I can add to the people. Maybe something I could do to make it okay, to make it even more valuable for my people, because I need my people to be okay, so you're not part of the permanent underclass that's coming. That's what they have planned for you. This is what these people got planned for you in Silicon Valley and all the places. They are not concerned with how well you do out here. They just want to get their money and go head on. And so I went on the pitch, and she done sold $2.5 billion worth of stuff, and everything she teaches, I done taught y'all for free. I've been telling y'all all this time. So you can do what you want to do. It's fine. So fast forward to now. I'm giving you a new framework that you can think about how you're showing up in your business. On one hand, you have a billboard. Billboards used to matter a lot more than they do now, but the big kind, the ones you pass on the highway, you driving 75 miles an hour, it got all these words on it, it's doing all the things. It's showing up, it may have somebody on it, might have somebody with, whatever's going on the billboard. Okay. But we're not slowing down and stopping for a billboard. We might see a billboard. Okay. Oh, 2 more exits and I get to a Buc-ee's, I'm stopping for the Buc-ee's. Like, I need to go to the Buc-ee's. But you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. Nobody's like pulling over, like taking pictures of the billboard. Okay, fine. It's whatever. It's fine. So it was designed to be seen by everyone, but it was felt by no one. That's fine. So that's the billboard. Over here, on this side, over here, you have a mirror. Simple, quiet, nothing going on. It's whatever. But when you walk up to said mirror, it's like I'm just passing by, casually walking down the sidewalk, and then hold on. I hear some music, and it's like, Wait a minute. I see some colors look like the flag of the place, my island where I came from, my people came from. Hold on. I see some it's like, wait a minute. Y'all talking to me? Like, what y'all got going on? What we doing over here? It looks like me. Not because it's loud or clever or some professional design or whatever. Y'all stop paying these people all this money for this branding and this logo. And if you're not already making tens of thousands of dollars a month, you don't need to hire nobody to do your branding and your logo. Stop it. I did this. I raised $2 million. I hired the people that do Chick-fil-A and a whole bunch of other people, Porsche, a bunch of other people. And I said, I need y'all to do my branding and da-da-da. $80,000 later, I was like, y'all just repeated what I said and put it in like a little format. I told you that. Like, why did I pay this money for that? I could have kept that money. Anyway, a mirror shows you one thing. What does a mirror show you? If you stand in front of a mirror or you walking down the street in New York, shout out to New York City. I mean, before they destroy the world, I mean, New York is still one of the best places in the world. Atlanta used to have this. I don't know that we still do. Rodeo Drive, some places in the world still have this, where you could just walk around and there's shops and it 222, y'all. And it's shops and it's, places where you can go and you're shopping and you're browsing and you're looking around. But if you catch a glimpse of yourself in that window, it gets different, don't it? Why? Because it's showing you one thing. What is it showing you? You. The only thing that matters in that time, in that space, is you. That face, the full, specific, honest truth of who you are, who's standing there. What did you wear today? How did you show up today? Whatever it is. Whatever it is. If you look good today, you're going to be like, you're going to be like, you're going to be like, if you got something going on, you got all this hair, I'm not used to short hair, y'all. I mean, it's not short. I'm be honest with you. It's back down here, but in the curly state, it's right here. I'm not used to that. But, I'm letting it grow out. I'm not touching it. I'm not doing nothing to it. I'm not putting no heat on it. It's whatever. But, you get in the mirror, you're like, you're like, okay. Here's the problem. Everybody loves a mirror. Nobody wakes up and asks for a billboard. However, in business, most of us are building billboards right now. We're writing contents for entrepreneurs, for y'all fill in the gap of this generic language I'll be using. Women who want more. People who are ready to level up. People who want to, Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. So those words reach no one because no real specific human wakes up on a Monday morning. Hello, happy March, y'all. They want you to party from now till the end of the year. Okay. So they did, New Year's, woo, and then you had a resolution and it didn't happen and it's whatever. Then they do Black History Month, but whatever that means now. And then now it's Women's History Month. Okay. But then they're going to do some kind of, somewhere in there is Mardi Gras. I don't know when that is, but somewhere in there is Mardi Gras. But also it's like Women's History Month, but then it's also like St. Patty's Day. And then, and then I don't know what happens in April. I can't call it. But then you got Cinco de Mayo. And then it's summertime. It's like Memorial Day. It's like, Miami, like, loud. You don't understand the number of times I was invited to Miami to a party at the yacht. These were Diddy parties. Honestly, they were. But, the yacht, the Star Island, and the this and that. From Memorial Day on, it's a party in the Hamptons, in somebody's house, somebody's grandmama, somebody's land, somebody's jet, somebody's yacht. You here and abroad. You're doing it all over the world. You're doing it in Mexico. You know what I'm saying? You turn it up. Juneteenth. Okay. July, August, September. And then, and then it's like holidays. Okay. There's October. And then it's like Thanksgiving. And then, Christmas or whatever. And then it's back and New Year's and we start over. They want you to just waste your life away. But anyway. You don't want to be the person whose words mean nothing because nobody wakes up on a Monday morning looking at their phone and like, oh, I would like to be sold to right now. I would like to be fill in the blank of some generic thing your basic prompt in Chat GPT told you to talk like this and now you're talking like that. Nobody is looking for that. But if you could speak to one person, one human, specific name, they feel seen, heard, understood, every reference you do, every joke you you promote, everything you say, they'll be like, yup, you sound like me. You talking to me. Your content becomes a mirror versus mirror. Wait, I don't know which side. This is the mirror side. I think this is the billboard side. Don't go for billboard. Go for mirror. That will make them stop scrolling. And they will say, how does this person know me like this? What do you, well, how you, why y'all in my Kool-Aid like this? What is it that's going on? And how can I learn more? I want you to know that my baby cousin, the only blood relative I have in the dollhouse, if she does watch the replays. So shout out to you, girl. But she just minded her business. We had 2 clarity calls, and then she posted some things based on what we talked about. And she was like, where do these leads come from? She got leads, people reaching out like, hey, I'm gonna need more information. Like, well, hold on. It's a mirror. If you show up in the energy of what people actually want and not talking about you and what you trying to do, you get all the money you want to make. You get all the money, you'll make all the money you want to make. That's all I'm saying. You can do this right now. So you can write this down if you want to. We're going to come back to it. You don't have a marketing problem. The problem is you're talking to strangers. So by the end of this episode, I'm going to teach you how to talk to people. So immediately, do you have a friend that just, they don't meet any strangers? Like they immediately talk to somebody, it's like, oh my God, they feel like they know you immediately. We're going to solve that for you in your business by the end of this episode. Okay, here we go. So let's describe what we're talking about. If you're trying to air quote market, y'all know I don't use the word marketing because I don't believe in marketing, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's say, shout out to Tracy. Let's say, look, I've been thinking about this concert for a long time since you told me that story. Let's say you're in a concert. You met somebody. Okay, it's fine. It's whatever. And, you know, you exchange information. What do you do? Da, da, da. And she was just like hyped that day because she met you. And then now she's in your page and she sees some things and you posting about whatever. Okay, it's fine. Maybe she looks like you. She can kind of relate to you, your life journey, your life story. Maybe she's from where you're from or whatever. Or, you know, maybe where you were 6 months ago. But they're working really hard. You know, they're trying to get their business off the ground. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to get their relationship together. They're trying to get their life together, their health together, or, you know, they're trying to get their organization to another place or whatever problem it is that you solve, right? But they're showing up. They're doing the work. They're posting. They're producing. They're, you know, they got content. They're trying to do the thing. They're not lazy. You know, they're trying new platforms. They're taking little webinars and all that stuff. They're not afraid. They're doing the work. But nothing's working for them. People might possibly be seeing their stuff, you know, their friends and their cousins and their line sisters might be seeing their stuff or whatever. But it's not really converting. It's not really turning into anything. They might be watching, but not really buying. They're praising them. I told you about this praise on LinkedIn, especially. They're praising what they see, but they're not progressing to the next step in their sales funnel. They might be hearting or liking what they're posting, but they're not responding or engaging or sending you a DM like, what we doing? Like my little cousin, she told me. People were like, oh girl, oh, this is what you doing? This is one person responded to her, but then she woke up today and then she got 6 leads, which means the person sent it to some people who sent it to some people. But that's not happening. Let's just say that's not happening. They're following. They're like, okay, I'm tuned in. I'm subscribed, but they're not trusting you enough to take the next step. Because remember, we're building a bridge, and the bridge is like bloop, 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 bloop. And so if you want me to take another step, just like if you want me to sit down in this chair, you need me to trust that this chair is going to hold my weight because I'm not trying to fall and hit the floor. So you're like, no, come on over here. Come on over here. Come on. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know. I hear you, but yeah, no, I'm gonna stay right here. They don't trust you to take another step. That's why you're not making no money in your business. Did I just, we can end the call right here. I do this by 2:30 every time. They don't trust you enough. That's why they're not taking another step in your business. You have made it so clear and so obvious that they got to take another step. Let me hurry up because I need to give out some homework so you can be ahead of the other people when we get on Thursday night. Okay. So they're doing other things, but nobody's really taking the next step with them. And so she does what, most people do. And they're like, oh yeah, I just need more volume. I just need more people. So they post more, show up more. They start paying for ads. They go hire some random person they met who's like, oh, I'm a social media manager. Oh, I could run your ads for you. I'm a Facebook ad manager. And so you take the little $10,000 check that you got from somebody's insurance payout because somebody passed in your family, rest in peace. You're like, oh yeah. Now I can hire this marketing agency. And you do that. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll get you this many posts and this many done. And it looks really nice because they went on camp, but they don't tell you, but they go on camp and Squarespace, child. That's how they do it. They're doing nothing for real. And then, and they just post some stuff. It look good. You're like, oh, it looks so good. Oh my God. And after you do all of that, still don't nobody care, child. And ain't nobody reaching out to you. And you're like, oh, but I got to try harder, show up more, reach further, do more. That's the billboard model. You don't need more volume, y'all. You need more people to see what you got. You need more specificity. So here we go. Human psychology says that marketers talk about this, but they rarely apply it when it comes to hands-on. The more specifically you speak to one person's exact situation, the more universally your message lands. The people that need to hear this, some of them are not on this call right now. It's what I'm trying to tell you. People are like, oh yeah, it's for everybody. Is it? No, it's not. No. It's not. I need you to understand how many white people are emailing me right now. They're like, I know you only talking to Black entrepreneurs, but I resonate with what you're saying. And can I get in the energy? Y'all can do what you want to do. The more specific you are, the more money you're going to make. When you say, I help entrepreneurs make more money, nobody feels that. It's like, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, but you're going to make me more money. But how though? Really? I got questions. But when you say, well, okay, this is what I say. I help brilliant Black visionaries, creatives, entrepreneurs. Jehovah said, somebody said, you had a vision, you had a moment, you were like, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I need to be doing. This is what I'm doing. Whatever that was that got you on this journey. Mm-hmm. But all this brilliance that you got flowing, your bank account is not matching. I'm going to give you the skills, the tools, the toolkit, proven playbooks from me and my billionaire mentors to help you make your bank account match your brilliance. But if you want to do this work, there's 3 things going to have to happen. You got to reset your identity. So you can't keep showing up like an employee. You got to show up like an entrepreneur. I'm going to teach you how to do that. You can't keep showing up like a consumer. You got to show up like a creator. I got you. You can't keep showing up like, somebody who's got lack and limitations and I can't, I don't know, and oh my God. We don't sing that song over here. I'm teaching you how to turn and build a legacy. So when you're ready to do this work, because listen, you don't get what you want, you get you are. So every time you begin a new goal, you must come and do great. But over here, I'm going to give you everything you need to do this work. And when you're ready, I got you. I'm speaking to a very specific set of people when I talk like that. So the right person is going to read it, going to hear it, going to be into it, and they're going to, do what needs to be done to take a next step to enter this world that I built for them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the feeling, she's talking to me. It's not accidental. We're doing that intentionally. I want you to build a system that does that intentionally. Okay. Naming your customer. It's not by name. It's not a persona like, okay, Jane's 35 years old and she did it. No, that's what I'm talking about. Create Build the language around the energy of where your people are, and they will all find you. We're going to build a mirror, not a billboard. So I repeat, what you do, your work that you do, is not for everybody. It is not for everybody. And the more specificity you build, the more money you're going to make. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, here's the deal. Most of us resist all of this. We resist it because specificity feels like shrinking, because you've been programmed by the system. Capitalism was not built for you. It was built on your back, on your ancestors' back. And so they taught you it's not no money out there. Don't go out there on your own. Don't leave the plantation. I know slavery is over, but you might as well stay right here and be a sharecropper and never own nothing for your whole life. You will own nothing and be happy. Does that sound familiar? That's what they told us after slavery. You know, Juneteenth, we celebrate because the last set of people finally got the news that we don't have to do this no more. We free. Oh my God. Oh my God. But what you gonna do though? What you gonna do? So we had two sets of folks who went out here and built towns, and I'm a seamstress, and I'm a this, and I'm a that, and I'm going to school, and I'm studying, I'm a doctor, and I'm this, and I'm that. And we built our own schools, and we did the thing. That was too much. So they started burning our towns. 200 plus towns burned, bombed, flooded. Netflix documentary coming soon, or unless somebody outbids them, because we're doing that. How we got here. But outside of that, it was just like, so they actually created laws, which is coming back. Y'all know it's coming back. You don't know. Because we're distracted. You don't have no job. You don't have no contract with the former plantation owner. That's called vagrancy. Y'all check in clock centers. I hope they sweep the Oscars. I really do. We should have did that event that I mentioned last year this time. I don't know. They might not win nothing, but I hope they do, because they put the whole game in the movie. The whole game is about humanity versus capitalism. And what they said was, early on, I know Delroy gonna win. If Delroy Lindo wins an Oscar, you heard it here first. Michael B, he might win. He's getting close. He might win. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm just telling you. He said, yeah, no, we just traveled from town to town. We did this work. We did that. They were traveling musicians, whatever. Da, da, da. He said, we got arrested for vagrancy. I need you to understand that if you were unemployed, have you left your corporate job? Have you just been out here floating and like, I'm going to figure it out for myself. I'm going to do what I do for myself. I need you to know that in the early 1900s, this was a felony. They could come and arrest you and put you on the chain gang. Oh, don't you know that's the sound of the man working on the chain? One time, chain. Oh, don't you know that's the sound of the working on the chain? I'm not lying to you. It was a felony to not have a job and just be like, I'm gonna figure it out for myself. They would come and pull you up. Show me your papers, boy, girl. Who you work for? What are you doing out here? I'm just living my best life as an American citizen, just driving down the street, just figuring it out on my own. You don't work for no corporation. You don't work for no foundation. You don't work for no plantation. No, I'm just on my own. I would just want to do these horseshoes and do hair and do fill in the blank of what you do from town to town, from city to city, for people on my own time, my own merit, and get paid my own rates that I deserve. They said, oh, you can't do that. It was a felony. That's why I say entrepreneurship is a revolutionary act. So I'm not going to get this done in 60 minutes, but I will get it done in 90 today. Entrepreneurship is a revolutionary act. If you got a business, a program, or something, whether you left your job on purpose or they put you out, it don't matter. You were downsized, you here now. Guess what? You get to do this work. You get to create opportunities for people who are going to come and work underneath you and alongside you and your partners and people that you serve and people that you do contracts with. And you're going to serve families all over the country or beyond. You get to do this work. It's a privilege. And while we still have time in this window of time, y'all, we got to stop looking for billboards and start building mirrors. When people see themselves, they're going to stop, pause, everything. How do you get somebody's attention? Reflect who they already are. How do you get somebody to be like, oh my God, oh my God? How do you get them to do that? I was just talking about that. Oh my God, I just read a book about that. I was just in a seminar about that. We were just talking about that in the house the other day. Oh my God, this is amazing because I was just feeling this way. I didn't even know. I can't even talk to my husband about this. But you know what I'm saying? If I could figure out, I would love it. I was just getting frustrated because my kids, you know what I'm saying? I want them to be the flyest kids in the school. But I can't afford all these luxury and designer. I can't do that. I don't have it. I just got laid off of my job. I've been very frugal. You know what I'm saying? I got like 2 years worth of savings. I just got laid off from a really big job, a really corporate job. It's like, but my kids still expect the best Jordans and the best jeans and the best t-shirts and the best da-da-da-da. What am I going to do? And here you come. You want to look like you just stepped out of a magazine, but you want to spend money like you shop at the Dollar Tree. I got you. Shout out Alfredo. Come on. Listen, y'all better get your buddy. The more specific, the more you can sound like you in somebody's business, the more they're going to be like, oh my gosh, she talking to me. And then not only that, but they're going to share it. This is what makes things shareable. Okay, I got to speed up. Whoo! Y'all better get your clarity and then put it on social media. That is my thesis. Everything after this is me proving the point. Are you ready? Let's go. Thank you for being here. Shout out. Wait a minute. Shout out to Desta, Tracy, Alfreda, Micaiah, Clara. Hold on. Did I miss anybody? Latondra. Aha! Listen, y'all better get your life, get your buddy, get everything. Get it on today. And then we got some people streaming. I can't see y'all, but I see y'all. And shout out to y'all. Listen, we are going to get our entire financial lives together. Stop building billboards and start building mirrors. Ready? Let's go. The data and the experience both say that the more specific you are talking to your customer, it actually broadens your reach. Okay? Hear me when I say what you do is not for everybody. Yes, shout out to Clara. Everybody needs to learn AI. However, what you do is not for everybody. It is for this kind of person with this kind of problem, facing this kind of challenge, who needs to use AI to get this kind of outcome. That's what I do over here. The more specific you can be, the more people are going to come to you. I'm just letting you know. I'm telling you, my little cousin, I thought she was in her 20s. She's 29. She's 33. It's whatever. I'm only 4 years behind. It's fine. I'm just letting you know she's doing this with no effort in her spare time. She the one making $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month. And now she got a team. She's recruiting a team to do the same thing. Y'all, the more specific we can be about this work, the more we're going to be all right. So anyway, let's get into it. Specificity creates resonance. Resonance creates word of mouth. Word of mouth is the only marketing channel that compounds. To pay some money for that to happen. That's network effects. That's level 3 of this video game. You graduated. We won. We outside. It's done. We're done. What are you talking about? People talking about me right now. I got an email right now. They're trying to buy my company right now. I don't know this man. He's from Toronto. Who is this man? Third email. I ignored the first one because spam. Second one, I was like, okay, let me look it up. Oh, it's a real company. Okay, whatever. I'm not really selling. Third email. Hey, dog, just checking back in. You know what I'm saying? We're into acquisitions and, we really want to acquire a company in your space. Just let me know if you're open for a chat. I'm still not up for a chat, but I know that my competitor in the air quality space, I have no competitors, but in the air quality space, he has dozens of companies that do the same thing he does. He was purchased by Google for $250 million. So how much money are we talking about, sir? You want to talk to me about $400 million, $500 million, $500 million, excuse me? I might consider that conversation. But the reason why that email is coming to me is because my name's out in these streets because I've graduated to level 3 on this video game. And that's what I want to get you guys to. Because most of y'all don't need more than $100,000 a month to be perfectly fine. You can do everything you want to do for you and your family and the babies and everybody else with that kind of money. So how do we build that? Okay. So we're not choosing between a big audience and a small one. We're choosing between a blurry, not defined audience and a very clear, specific one. Bars. I could be done. I can hang up right now. Matter of fact, y'all sing the Jeopardy song. I'll be back. I'll be right back. Because I'm giving too much. I'm too many gems. Gems, jewels, and bars. Y'all not ready. Hold on. Okay. All right. I've calmed down. Let's get into the energy, y'all. Let's do it. Here we go. Okay. So listen, we're going to define a very specific, deeply resonant audience so we can outperform a large, vague, and undifferentiated one. Okay. We got to do that. Here we go. But let me raise the stakes. It's warm outside, y'all. So I want to go outside. So I'm going to get y'all off the phone because I'm going to go outside. Listen, most of us underestimate what we lose by marketing to random strangers. It's like, hey, I have this thing. Want to buy it? Here's my card. Or my here's my flyer. Or like, here, billboards. Listen, we're in the biggest creator economy expansion in history. More people are building personal brands, launching courses, selling coaching, having opportunities, working on little services that they offer, creating communities and doing all that than ever before in human history. We're replicating what used to be a real thing. You can't imagine this because we didn't have this privilege, but theoretically, I want you to think late 1800s, 1890s, a little small town. Y'all own some land, y'all grow tomatoes and apples, and you got some cows that do some dairy, and then you got a little main street, and the people do, got a tailor over there and a baker over there and some other people. But we know all these people. Like all of our kids go to school together. We know the mayor. Like that's my grandmother's cousin's nephew or whatever. And we know all these people. We already know them for real. So it's not no like and trust. Like we already know like and trust everybody here. So it's like you do this, you do that. You give me dairy, you give me some milk, you give me eggs, you give me tomatoes. You put the horseshoes on my horse. You do the tailoring. You can make me some clothes. You the seamstress, and you gonna teach my kids at the school, and it's cool. So everybody got their money because I know all y'all. Then what happened in the 1900s? They brought us into cities, into factories. They made us a number in a widget. We just show up every day and do this little one thing at the factory. I put this little widget into the car. I do the 8 hours a day. I leave. I get just enough money so I can go and get a mortgage on a house and also afford one of these cars. Y'all, they systematized humanity. That's what they did. So now if you fast forward to now, everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna build a personal brand. I have a tribe, I have a community, I'm launching a course, I'm coaching, It's because they're trying to replicate what we already had. We had tribes, we had community, we had family, we had all the things. They destroyed all of that. Cool. We got to get back. So anytime that you get specific about, I'm creating space, I'm holding space for people who are about this life, You define what this life is. I'm here for visionaries, creatives, brilliant Black entrepreneurs who are ready to escape the matrix, get off the financial grid so you can do what you were born to do and get your money and go head on. The more specific I am, I'm not shrinking the market. It's actually expanding the market when I do that. Okay. So it's very specific. So people who don't feel into that, they might want to get in and we'll find a way to harness their energy too. But we're zooming in because the human brain has mechanisms in it. It's neuroscience. It's mechanisms that are designed to filter out everything that does not feel personal. And you got too much noise. You got 4,000 marketing messages a day that every single human being on this planet with a smartphone is getting somehow coming across their feet. So you have to compete with that. Go ahead, Tracy.
I am so happy we're talking about this topic. This is a big one. So I have to ask the obvious question. How about if the audience that you think you're serving, the audience you want to serve is not the audience that is attracted to you. And then the audience that, okay, I'm doing yoga. I'm doing what people consider advanced yoga because it's rhythmic, it's dance. Most people of a certain age cannot do that. So most of the time, I don't even get to teach it, which is fine because traditional yoga is my bread and butter and I love traditional yoga. However, I want to get to a point where I'm teaching dance yoga. So and that's Yit Doc. So the people I want to meet, I think my audience is maybe my daughter's crowd, but my daughter's crowd ain't trying to hang out with me. But the people that are older.
Or are they? You don't know.
I don't know. So how, this is the question. Decide who your target market is. Is it us or is it the market?
Okay, thank you for that question. I think that's the wrong way to frame the question. So ask me that question again in a minute if I don't answer it. But I think that might be the wrong approach to the question. But I understand the question and I concur and I resonate with the question. We're looking for our slam dunk, our alley-oop, our layup. Listen, I can only shout out to Desta because he's the only ball player I know I got in the building. But listen, it's like the easiest, the breakaway, you stole the ball and you just run it down the thing and there's no one there. There's no defenders. Can't nobody stop you. It's like, do I want to slam? Do I want to just do a layup? What I want to do? You can do whatever you want to do. And you're going to get the basket. Okay. Your slam dunk customer. They're not people who are, just paying attention to every random thing that comes to them. It's like, oh yeah, let me try this. Oh, let me try. No, that's not who you want. There's somebody who's like, I know who I am. I got my career. I had a career. I got some money. I got some savings. I got laid off of my job, but now I'm here now. But I still got to take care of these babies, and they only 13. I got 5 more years to get these picked. And they want designer clothes. They want everything. They want it just like I still was making $457,000 a year. They want it all right now. And they're like, Mom, because, we got this big house and I don't, I got some life insurance or something. I didn't figure out how to pay for this house or whatever, or the daddy paid it off, whatever, it don't matter. And they just think, they don't know that nothing changed. Baby, I don't work for the big company no more. I got laid off, child, but they're not trying to hear that. They just want the latest and the greatest, and they want to look cool. They want to look like Erykah Badu. They want to look like Tiana Taylor. They want to look styled and profiled. And I got to figure this out, but my budget just went from to. That's your slam dunk customer. I need you to define that. So I'm just using Alfreda as an example, but I'm saying, Tracy, who is the person who's like, yeah, I know what I used to do and what I used to have going on. And it was cool before, but now I had surgery. I had this, I had that. If Asia was on here, or shout out to Makai, I used to have a team and, we had all this money for like 27 interns and 27 developers, but things have gotten tightened. Things are tightened now. It's not the same as it was, but I still had to have the same outcome with a limited budget. So now they're different. It's different now because they're actively, whether they know it or not, urgently, they will be prepared for the type of person who can connect, right? Okay. Oh, you can get me there because my resources are limited. I don't have the same resources I used to have.
So I just want to jump in real quick. So this would be like my website office hours, because I am working with someone in the dollhouse. Well, actually 2 people, but I just did my first meeting for my YouTube series, because she can't afford the membership, or she's trying to build her business. So, which I completely understand, and it's just one issue that she's having, but to her it's so frustrating. She's been working on it for weeks and she can't get it. AI can't help her. There's platform limitations. So that is what I'm trying to do with that, is offer help in real time so that they can move on.
Exactly.
And not get stuck.
Exactly. They got a real problem. They tried other things. They done searched all over. They did all that. They done bought other programs. They done tried other coaches. It didn't work. Other strategies. Right. They done Google some things. Didn't work.
But you need a human at some point, and
to
one
come
that's
in
not gonna
and get them together. And that's where you come in.
So I'm feeling really good. It's taken a little while to get it set up because this is my first episode, but
come on, episode. I love this. I love this.
It's coming together.
I love it.
We actually have to have part 2 after this.
What?
I was like, I need to take a break. I've got some meetings.
So you did your first one. That was already today.
So yeah, we started earlier, and then we ran into a few issues, which of course delayed us, but that happens with this kind of stuff.
Oh man.
So we got parts of that which I'm going to show, but we actually, towards the end of our time, we finally had a breakthrough, which was amazing. So she was like, can we get back on later because there were some other things that I pointed out to her to just make it a better experience for the customer. So we're going to wrap up after this call, actually. But I'm excited because there's so much.
Oh yeah, they need you.
That is helping, and and I'm happy that she's relieved now.
I love that, and I love that you're capturing it and sharing it with the world, because if there's one of her, there's thousands of her. You know what I'm saying? And our job is to create a space where they can feel seen. Oh my God, yes, yes, and they're like, right, and they're like, oh, and then And
so, the thing is, I'm having her do it too, so it's a different experience for me to talk her through instead of me I want to jump through the screen and do it on that. Exactly. But at the same time, it's also about her knowing how to use her website if she wants to change some things.
Oh my God.
There's all these configurations and things you have to know. And there's just so much that I'm getting from
Makaya,
this one.
What's your dream 5/6 figure client profile? What is that? Who is your ideal client? Multi-year contract, whatever.
My ideal client would be.
We got sensitive information. Ooh, you can't be on Squarespace in Canva, child. Right. It's different over here. We need a real website. Look, your customers.
Pretty much.
I need you to know how many people be asking me. I'm like, listen, I shut down my website. I know that. But people will be like, oh, this is just a WordPress. This is just a Squarespace. Like, are you a real company? Question mark, dash. Okay, who is your real client?
They would probably be someone who wouldn't want to be, who would want to be anonymous. I actually was mulling over this earlier about how to start the series. I'm going to have people submit their questions, and then I'll pick a few every so often or every month or something. And then, but it's going to be optional if they want their business to stay anonymous. I can blur, things out, like their logo and stuff, because I realized that some business
so you can post it and share it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Exactly. They may not want their business name and all that out there, but I can still use the lesson.
Yeah. But outside of that, they're running real companies or real organizations, hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars on the line.
Like a big nonprofit organization, I would love to be a part of their team as a consultant.
And it's like they don't really want to hire nobody, and developers be charging all this money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like,
I'm already
I need this to work. I need my donor information to be sensitive information to be protected. And I just need it to work. And we got a new campaign and what we doing.
Yeah.
And I can say I'm on the board of, I'm not gonna say who it is, but they have 4 or 5 staff members that they're paying.
Mm.
And the executive committee on the board is very angry right now. We're angry. We're so mad. We're just like, oh, you spent all this money. All these people just to get the website together.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens. And then, yeah. Something goes wrong or it's not.
And then it's like,
wanted it to be. And sometimes.
And then we got to call people from Europe, to come and fix it. And we're just like, yeah, but this is not, So the more you can define what that is,
okay,
the more you become the go-to. Like there are how many? It was hundreds.
I feel like I would love to go into the nonprofit organizations or big business and be that consultant that bridges education and connection with the technical side.
Period. So think, charter schools, think, nonprofits, think, all these organizations trying to do what they're trying to do, universities, whatever it is.
Right.
And it's like, why are you hiring these dev shops who don't care about you and your mission and when you can hire me and I come in for a fraction of the cost, a third of the cost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of you hiring 2, 3, 4 people who just graduated 2 years ago, they don't know. They don't even know what they don't know. Like, why are we talking about them? You gonna pay them to figure it out on your dime? Like, no. Listen, I have experience.
You're gonna end up wasting more money.
Like I got you. Like,
do it.
You need somebody with technical skill who can see your business problems and can solve in the middle. That's what I do for you.
Okay. Yeah.
And the more we can elevate that language, I'm just saying, you'll be booked out $2, $3, $4 million a year. Like, what we talking about? Brought to you by the Dollhouse.
Yes.
That's
where we're going.
That's what we got. Okay. So thank you for sharing and thank you for being here. So I'm gonna answer Tracy's question. Y'all, thank you. I swear I'm be done at 3:30. Okay, so slam dunk, alley-oop. Desi, you ain't said nothing. You real quiet right now, but I know you be busy on the weekdays. You come in on Thursday nights. But listen, slam dunk, alley-oop.
Oh, he said something in the chat.
Layup. I can't see my chat. Oh, wait. What did it say? Hold on. It's a very stressful day for me right now.
I can read it if you want.
Wait, is it got another hip hop? No, what is the hip hop? He got another one. No, I can't do this with you, Destin. Dang it. I don't know what to say. No, read it out for the people in the back, Micaiah.
Got another hip hop epiphany about everyone. Gonna get it in my lab and flesh it out by Thursday. Stay tuned, smiley face. Off on family time right now, so stay muted.
Listen, Destin don't play about showing up on these calls, but he do be in family time. Cause listen, he's on West Coast time, so it'd be a whole different thing. It's like morning hours. It's like babies run. I don't know if they homeschool. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Babies be around. It's a lot going on. Anyway, your slam dunk alley-oop layup customer is not paying attention to obviously relevant content that's ding, 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 ding all day, every day. They're looking for somebody who gets them. Why? Because they're in pain. They have a real problem. They didn't try other people. Y'all might not like when I sing, but I mean it when I say it. They searched all over, couldn't find nobody. They done tried some other things. It didn't work. Then they found some coaches. It didn't land. They done tried some strategies. Like, oh. And they read a little program somewhere and did this and that. Didn't work. So now they're skeptical. Okay. I promise you I'm going to get you to promise land on today. I promise you. Okay. So they're like, well, what are we doing? So then they find your content. If you have a billboard up, if you're telling people, shout out to y'all who are streaming, don't go nowhere. Just stay right here. 3:30. You can get off after 3:30. Just stay with me at 3:30. Okay. Eastern time. If you're in Europe, we got people in Europe. If you're on, Argentinian time, Venezuelan time, some people are 30 minutes ahead. Some people are 3 hours behind. It's fine. Just give me. I can't do the math because I'm turned up. Listen, if you 25, 24, 23 more minutes. Okay, listen. If your content is a billboard, they're going to keep scrolling because I don't have time. If you give them a mirror, and Tracy, I'm not going to forget your question. Give them a mirror, they're going to come back because it sounds exactly like the fear that they had at 11 p.m. last Sunday night. It sounds exactly like the conversation they had with their homegirl the other day. It sounds exactly like the ceiling they keep hitting. If you use the exact words that they're using in their journal at night and they're like, oh my God, I wish I could figure this out and I don't know what to do. Oh my God, they're doing that. And you're like, yeah, no, I got you because I've been there before, whether it's your story or somebody else, and you're just like, it's fine. I get it. Used to be the corporate, used to be sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? You do everything right. Alfreda, shout out to Alfreda. You did everything right. You went to the school, you got your degree, you got into college, or you got into the corporation, and then you worked your way up, and you're making $200, $300, $400, $500,000 a year. Because I did what I was supposed to do, and I did what my mama and my grandmama told me, represent for all of our people. And I did that. And then they decided to start laying people off. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. I'm only 49 years old. I'm only 52 years old. I'm only 57 years old. I'm supposed to do this for another 10, 20, 50, 10, 20, 25 years. And you're like, yeah, no, we're letting you guys. We love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being on this Zoom. Okay, you're amazing. We're letting everybody go. And you're like, what? So I got several problems. Number one, I got to pay for these 3 vehicles we got. I got one for me. I got one for my hubby. No, I'm talking about I got my dream car. I just paid for my dream car now. I just got my dream car now. And you tell me I'm laid off. Oh my God. And then my husband, his whole other job, they were like, yeah, no, AI, God bless y'all, your ministry, but we don't need you anymore. We don't need you. Aha! It's whatever. But he got his dream car as well. We got to pay for that. And we got our dream house. We built it from the ground up. We started from the bottom, and now we're here. The beautiful, the best, the most extravagant, everything we ever wanted in a house is right here, right now. We got to pay for this too. And we got 3, 4 babies running around. They between the ages of 6 and 16. They just running around. These babies running around. I don't know who you married. Did you marry somebody with mixed race, heritage? I don't know. How big is their afro? How deep is your love? Key Sweat. I don't know. Whatever's going on. I mean, curly hair, it don't matter where they from. But listen, if I let my hair out right now, it's a lot going on. What is going on? The babies, they in elementary school, the youngest, she in 4th grade. The middle school, that was rough. Everybody know middle school was rough. You know what I'm saying? You had to go to lockers. You had to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And then, high school, Are we going to private school or public school? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I got to maintain the same lifestyle that I was paying for on a $500,000 salary from a corporate job for me and also my husband. And then I got laid off, and now my husband is laid off, but my babies still want the latest kicks. They want the latest. They want they want to be like, they want to look like the little stars or the little people on the social media. And if you come in, I fed up, but this is for everybody. You come in talking about what I just said, and you're like, I got you, but no one will ever know. No one will ever know. I mean, I'm thrifting, but it's between us. No one will ever know. You know, hit my DMs if you want to. I'm saying you will be booked out. You will be booked out. The more specific you get, the more money you're going to make. I think I made my point. So that's number one. It's like, Tracy, pick a problem, a language, a narrative, a worldview, a whole story, a movie that you specifically want to solve. And just zoom in on that and go hard in the paint and do more of that. That's how you pick your audience, and you start from there. So if you don't do that, and this is for everybody, I don't know, shout out, what is Claire still here? Yes. The more we keep changing who we talking about, the more it's like, oh, I'm from this person, but also for this person, and I can serve everybody. Like, no, you can't. No. The cost of not naming your slam dunk, alley-oop, layup customer. I know, Claire, you know sports. It's not just missed sales. It's also the fact that he or she, the person that you actually designed for, they walked right past you because you put up a billboard. You're passing out random flyers. You're saying, anybody want to learn AI? I got you. No. You're passing out flyers and you're posting billboards instead of creating or setting up mirrors. Your content has to recognize the person that you're talking to. So if y'all got time, I got time. Go ahead, Alfredo.
Okay, so what you were saying is like my ideal customer is a family of 4. Mm-hmm. And you're saying like make sure that all my content mirror that family of 4 versus my secondary client are young professionals. And if they happen to hear the story and can resonate with it, so be it. But I still need to stay on point for that slam dunk customer family of 4.
I would go crazy in the paint for my family of 4. Who's like, I'm trying to dress these babies and I'm trying to do what I need to do. And we need to look good. I need to look good. First of all, forget about them and the kids. I need to look good. Shop for me. How about that? But I'm not going to go to no thrift store. I'm not going. I live in the northern parts of Atlanta, the northern parts of most cities. I went to a TJ Maxx in Houston, in Galleria. They had things in the TJ Maxx that were $1,300. I'd never seen that ever in life. Oh my God. Listen, but I don't have time. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to shop around and see who's talking, I'm not going to go just on the rack and Nordstrom rack. I'm just like, and find this little one piece. But you telling me, no, I got you. Just girl, $25 a month plus whatever you buy. I got you. Like, yes to that. But also, 20% of your content or whatever can be for the young professional. Talk to them specifically. Like you can have more than one. That's the beauty of what I'm teaching today, which, oh my God, I'm so late. But that's the beauty of what I'm saying. If you have 2 or 3 specific people or personas in mind about your work, and you can just show up for them, pick out of the 2 or 3, the one that you're going to go hard in the paint. Like, I think they're going to pay you that much money. And I know that they got this problem and and they got 4 kids and they both used to be corporate and now nobody got no money, but they still need to look fly. And you go hard on that. But then 20% of what you do will be for the other persona that you've identified.
Perfect. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we need to reframe. And y'all have homework, by the way, because I need you to show up and show out on Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Everybody on this phone need to show up and just be like, aha! They'll be like, oh my God, what did you do? What are we doing? It needs to sound very different. So I'm going to speed up. Okay. Think about your favorite brand, your favorite creator, your favorite book that changed your life. Pause. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Name a book, a creator, an artist that changed your life. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Okay. It's not written for everybody. It's written for one specific kind of person. And it feels like it was written just for you. Toni Morrison did that for me in college. And then I was honored and blessed when I wrote, a nonfiction piece. Well, it was fiction, but it was based on real life. But anyway, and it was like James Baldwin and like some other people and Zora Neale Hurston and some other people. And then me, like I had to give a lecture. It's crazy work. I don't know. It's fine. Things that feel like it was for you. That's the experience that you want to create for people. But you got to name them. Name him or name her. Duck, alley-oop, layup, customer. Not your target audience. We're not talking about your avatar, not your persona. No. Slam dunk, alley-oop, layup, whoever. Okay. This is somebody you could pick out of a lineup, somebody whose text messages you could write before they send them, somebody who you could get in their energy and you could say how they feel and you could say it because you already know how they're feeling before they say anything. That's what I want you to do. Zoom in on, and that's how you define that. So for Alfreda and for Tracy, how do I know who my target audience is? Who can you speak and complete their sentences before they speak? You already know what they're feeling and thinking. That's who we're building this for. Does that make sense? Let me know if it makes sense. If y'all still streaming, thank y'all for being here. I'm gonna change everybody's life. Y'all figure it out. Go ahead if you got something to say. Go ahead, Tracy.
So you're talking about us. Like, I can definitely speak to me. Like, I was just writing my 5 stars pitch again. I help sensational women over 40 forget about hot flashes. That was just the beginning.
Yes. So who are they? Age range, life stage, where they live right now, where they focus on right now, how they move through the world. Do they have a partner? Do they have kids? Do they have a 9 to 5? Are they escaping something? They already left something. What do they do for income right now? What does their business look like right now? What does their life do right now? Is it brand new? Is it side hustle? Are they trying to grow something? They just got here right now. They're responsible for this whole movement. It's just like, I'm taking on this legacy thing and now I'm in charge. I'm the executive director. Like, what is it? This gives us a skeleton. This is enough to build on. So yes, build on that. Expand from that. That's how you find your people. Okay. But you just got started. So then we want to know, not just who are they on paper. Because when you ask these questions, they're gonna tell you, okay, oh yeah, no, I'm I'm a Delta, I'm an executive director, I'm good, I'm just recently left my corporate 6-figure $400,000 job, and my husband also, Silicon Valley, but now we don't do that anymore. But we got 4 kids, and we still, we running around. Okay, cool. That was dimension 1. Second dimension, what do they want? Not in vague terms. Specifically, nobody's wake up like, I want more money. No, they want enough money, a specific number, to make them and their family feel safe. They want to be able to still get their kids suited and booted, so everybody look like they styling and wilding, out here. They look like Erykah Badu and Common and them just on the side, Andre 3000. They look like they're in a music video, but I didn't spend no money for these clothes for it. That's what they want. They want to go to school and be a problem. That's what they want. Okay. They want freedom. They want to stop checking their bank account before they go and buy groceries. They want to not be subject to what's going on here. They want to regulate their nervous system so they cannot be worried about World War III or whatever. They want to not have to try to hire 2 and 3 or 5 people in their organization, nonprofit, so that they can, still perform. So when they have to report to the board, because I just want to let you know, the board will fire you. The board will get you fired. So that executive director who's dependent on that 6-figure, job that they got right now, they need this to work. They need this website plan to work so that I don't get fired. Because my whole lifestyle, I got people, I got kids, I got a family, a wife, a husband, somebody depending on me getting this right. I need this to be all right. You tell me you get my website together for 1/5 of the cost of hiring somebody, we might need to have a conversation. Who are they? Who do they want to show up in the world? Who are they on paper? What do they want? Number 3, what are they afraid of? This is where people, get shallow. They name, the surface thing. They're like, oh, I'm afraid of what people think. Or I'm afraid of it. No, go deeper. What is the fear underneath the fear? Somebody come off mute and tell me, what are your people afraid of? Like, afraid that inconsistency means that, oh, I wasn't disciplined in the first place. Afraid that, I can't afford these clothes. What does that mean? I failed my family. I'm afraid that my kids are going to look at me crazy because I can't go buy them the best thing off the rack like I used to could, because I had a corporate job, but I don't anymore. But they're 8 and 10. They don't understand that. What are they afraid of? Go ahead.
I have thought about their fears, not in this sense though. But I know, they're frustrated that it's taken so long to do one update, or they really are scared that they're going to break their website, like by doing something like creating pages, and this actually happened earlier. There was a bunch of pages in the back end, and we didn't know which one was which because of all the tries that she had done prior to contacting me. So there was a lot of mismatch happening in the background. But she had told me that she was afraid to delete those things because she didn't know if it would mess up something else on the website, or even though, she had created those pages when she was trying, but it just gets confusing. So I know she was scared of deleting something and making her whole website break, basically. Like, no one would be able to order, no one would be able to, pay her to do her job. And her customers would be frustrated because that's what she started with, her customer experience, like making it easier for them to basically know where to go right from the get-go, have a clear path to checking out for what they need.
Exactly. So there's a lot of power in knowing what your people are afraid of, you guys. And then I'm gonna keep going because I want to give you, 90 minutes. We in, we out. There's more, of course, there's more. But I'm going to give you your homework. We're going to start on it today. We're going to be ready by Thursday. We're going to start posting every single day on social media. We're starting on Thursday. And shout out to Desta, because I met him in Barcelona. And we were at a random conference. And listen, all I want you to know, first of all, a 5-star pitch will change your entire life. I was a keynote speaker because of my 5-star pitch. And fast forward to now, as he's making his transition, coming out of corporate and doing what he needs to do, these same principles going to get us all the way together. So a shout out to y'all for being here on 2:00. I see some people streaming on our channels as well. So thank you for being here. Okay. So we need to know, what's the problem? What are they afraid of? What are they trying to do? What are they trying to build? All the things. Who they are on paper. Let's say that. How do they present themselves? Number 2, what are they actually afraid of? Go deeper. What are they actually afraid of? Number 3, also what they want. If you didn't get that, what do they want? What do they want in life? It's not more money. It's a very specific outcome that they can define. The more you get language around what they define that they want, you're going to win. Okay, what are they afraid of? I just went over that. And then how do they talk about it? Most people skip this. And y'all know I'm very big on problem language, like not just generically, oh my God, you talk about this, when you do this, no. How do they talk about this work? How do they speak about what it is they want and what they're trying to do? The more you can get exact words that they use to describe this problem, like if they were talking to a friend, not clinical terms, their words. The more metaphors, the more story time, the more specific language you can use, the more it's going to be like, absolutely, you talking to me. Wait a minute. And then number 5, what have they already tried? They bought a course, they read a book, they took a class, they did this, they hired this person, they worked with this person, they tried, other things. They searched all over. Y'all know I'm about to say, somebody said they love when I sing, searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I searched high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Why? Because why? Nobody greater. Hey! Nobody greater. Anyway, I'm done. Nobody greater than you. And then we do woo. Then we do all that. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. So I want you to know all these things. Number 6, what do they believe about themselves that is keeping them stuck? Hey, Asia. Wait a minute. She didn't mean to speak, but she did. I'm gonna mute her. Okay. Y'all, at the end of the day, their system is crumbling. It's crumbling all around us. It don't matter because we are still who we are. We are who we are. And if I teach you this system and you figure out how to do the thing and you just winning, you're going to be all right. Go ahead, Asia. You want to talk? Go ahead, girl. Go. Wait.
No, I was just saying hi. That's all.
Hey, go ahead. Okay. Thank you for being here. Listen, y'all, we don't have to play these games. So what do they believe about themselves that is keeping them stuck? Okay. If you figure this out, what you post is going to feel prophetic. They're going to feel like you all in their Kool-Aid and don't know the flavor. For the sake of us not going forever, I'm going to do a part 2 tomorrow. But y'all, I'm telling you right now, answer these 6 questions and I'm done. If you got questions, we'll do that. And tomorrow I'm going to tell you exactly how to introduce yourself because that's what I promised you today. There is a formula to introduce yourself to anybody, especially if they're rich, famous. They ain't got time. They moving, they doing what they need to do. They making moves. It's 50 people a day that pitching them, talking about, oh yeah, oh yeah, blah, 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 blah. But there's a way that you can introduce yourself to anybody of importance, of import, and get them to pause and stop what they're doing and talk to you. But I've overrun my time. So let me give you this homework. I need you to know exactly who your slam dunk customer is. And how do we define that? Number 1, who do they define themselves as on paper? Most of us are serving people who are really smart, really talented. They got access. They got money. I don't know. Probably most of them got money because y'all charging $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $500, whatever dollars for some, to go out the country. Like these are different kind of people. So who are they on paper? Age range, life stage, where they live now, how they move through the world, what they got going on. Do they have a partner? Do they have kids? Do they have a 9-to-5? They left their 9-to-5. How do they define themselves right now? Start there. Number 1. Number 2, what do they want? Not vague terms, specifically. Y'all, the tables that I've been at, the conversations that I've been at, I didn't call my friend. As soon as I hang up with y'all, I'm going to call my friend. I'm finna call my friend right now. She lives in Chateau Elan. If you don't know what Chateau Elan is, Google it. Okay, we got vineyards in Georgia. Okay, muscadines, scuff nines, and muscadines. I learned that from my grandmama. As a little baby, I'm running around. Same grandmama who taught me, we from here. That's what she said. I mean, y'all figured out. She's famous from hair down her butt. I'm trying to catch up with my grandma because I cut my hair every 18 months. I cut my hair. I cut it. Last time I cut it because I had color in my hair. Go on my Instagram. And so I'm gonna grow it back. No color in my hair. Okay. You gonna call my grandmama life? That's what you gonna do? We from here, Georgia, Florida. Figure it out. Anyway. Chateau Alon, my best, one of my dear friends, and she said, "Girl, we need to talk." I said, "What we need to talk about?" She talking about, "This is what we're gonna do." But who we are on paper, how we show up, our educated, our best Black woman, especially Black women, stand up. You know what I'm saying? We went to college, we got degrees, and then my Black men, some of us got degrees. What are we doing? We built an empire. We outside of it. We had the corporate position. We doing this. We a lawyer. We this. We that. That's who you are on paper. But then let's go deeper. What do you want? Not vague terms, specifically. Okay. We need a lifestyle. We need a position where I don't have to check my bank account no more when I go in the store, but I can still get groceries though. I need a lifestyle where I don't have it like I used to have when I was working for Salesforce. They fired me. I'm one of the 6,000 people that got fired by Square, Jack Dorsey or whatever, because AI took over my job or whatever. More to come. But my babies are used to me making $300,000-$400,000 a year, and my husband's also. But we still got to make them look like Steph Curry them coming down the runway at the thing. Who's talking about that? That's what I want. I want to be able to pay for this house and still go ahead on. We had a 10-year plan, and now I don't know. Can we make this plan? I want to keep my little compound I bought for the family and the land and make sure we okay. I want to be that girl. That's what I really want. Number 3, what are they afraid of? If this don't work, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna look crazy in front of all my people. I'm gonna have to get rid of this and get rid of that and do this and do that. What are they afraid of? Y'all got to define it. How do they talk about it? Give me exact problem language. I keep saying that. Y'all give it to me. Number 5, what have they tried already in the past? And number 6, what do they believe about themselves that's keeping them stuck? Well, I don't know how to. Well, I just feel like. Well, it's just no way that. And you're like, yeah, no, that's not true. That's not true at all. All these 6 things together is how you define, shout out to Tracy, your ideal customer. Because when you can answer that and fill all of that in, that's who we're serving. That's who we're actually serving. So y'all do that first. And then tomorrow I'm going to tell you how to introduce yourself to humans. I didn't get it all in. I mean, I kind of got close, but I didn't get it all in today. I'm going to tell you exactly how to introduce yourself to humans, like whether that's your potential client, whether that's an influencer that can put you on the stage in front of potential clients, whether that is you just need to know how to talk about what you do. Let me say it that way. Because you eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. If you know the Bible, you will part me up right now. You don't know what's on the other side of you nailing this. Just knowing how to speak to, this is who this is for. So I'm going to tell you how to introduce yourself to rich people and all the rest of that tomorrow. So any other questions before we go? Take yourself off mute or, put it in the chat if you want to do that. Go for it, Tracy. Hey. Hey.
Well, I will be working on that. I do have a question. This target audience, would you say this is something similar to like not having a passion? Because I think sometimes we pick a target audience for a passion, like my baby dad.
I don't believe in passion. You know that. I gave a whole episode about that.
Figure out where this kind of it comes within the same lines. Like my baby daddy's always telling me, he's like, Tracy, you teaching your yoga to white folks. He's like, once you teach it to white folks and they follow, the black folks will come along. He's like, because he said, black people, we be groupies afterwards. We want to see things work. And I was like, he's like, your yoga, that's where you need to take it.
And he's basing that on what?
He's basing it on the fact that he thinks that the professionalism I have, or the style, or the fact that I know how to do what I'm doing, the advanced nature of it, that is white folks that can dig that, or at least can pay for it. And I'm asking you, when you think about target audience, is it similar to people like, okay, I have a passion, and you're like, okay, I have a passion to serve this type of person.
I don't do passion. I have a whole episode. That's what I'm saying. I don't teach passion.
That's what I'm asking. Does it find those lines when people try to find these type of, they try to make their target audience instead of accepting what has become their target audience?
Okay, let's do this. This is for everybody. If you were to go within, and I were to say to you, who's your target audience? What's the first thing you would say? I know.
I mean, I'm my target audience. Black women.
Who
are mothers that, you know, they've raised the child. Now they want to raise the bar. They want living. They're not done with living. It's like there's so much more that they want, and they want to, so they want to get their head together, and
they can what?
So that they can be truly happy and stop. You know, we were mothers pretending. We have to pretend because our kids were watching, our neighbors were watching. We didn't want to be sent to jail, and now we done. We don't want to live our whole lives putting on a. Want to be free.
So what you gonna do for these women? What you gonna do for them?
I'm gonna show them that their freedom was always inside of them. Yes. So the same thing that kept them unfree, which was their mind, is the same thing that they're gonna use to get them free.
How much you charge?
Well, it depends on what you have. Like group classes, you know, you can get them as cheap as $33
per what?
Per month. Like group classes online. Or if you want to come in person, it's double that.
Let me start right there. Do you think there are 1,000 women?
Yes.
Who done raised the babies and are like, now what?
Yes.
That would get on a Zoom and or come in person to do this with you? Yes. Then you just made. Let me do this, man. You just made $396,000 a year, which puts you in the top 1% of all earners on planet Earth.
Okay.
So the job is to build an entire industry, content strategy around what you just said. So it's 3:39. I'm gonna send you this recording. Just like what you just said, build around that. Who are these people? What do they want? How do they describe themselves on paper? What are they afraid of? What do they wish they could do? If nobody was checking and clocking, what would they say? You know what I'm saying? If they were in Tibet or Taiwan, they want a yoga mat in Thailand. I think we might move to Thailand. I think we might have changed our nation where we finna go for the end of the world. It might be Thailand, y'all. And if they had to go and do that, and it was the end of the world, and somebody said, answer this question, what would they say? And if you can define that and build a whole content strategy around that, they're going to come to you. That's what I'm saying. You don't need but 1,000. You don't need, you know what I'm saying? And then you build community. So it's now it's like, I can't not show up. I can't not be a part of this. Because it's like the dollhouse. It's like, y'all out here, I got people playing film festivals in other nations. Do we even like DR? Like, I can't speak to the DR right now because on the other side of Haiti, I assume that this is okay, but I don't know the politics. Like, I feel some type of way. My friend who's from DR was low-key racist, but it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But They got time to have separate meetings outside. They talking to me with people in the dollhouse talking about, oh, we about to meet at the DR in 2 weeks. And you went to the other event because I sent you there. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody else, Makai had an event because, and several dollhouse people, because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? It will take on a life of its own. So the more you can define what that is, and you're like, you're welcome here. You're welcome here. Then you're gonna be all right. Y'all, this is our objective, is to not build billboards. We're building mirrors. And when somebody sees themselves, they're like, ooh, oh, it gets different after that. Anybody else want to say something before we shut down for today? I got guests in my house. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I think it's a dog running in my hallway right now. I don't know what to do. Desta said he's gonna be ready on Thursday. Hey Aisha, what you got going on? Alfreda, I done shouted you out multiple times. Hey Latanja. Let me see. Oh God, Micaiah and Tracy. Okay, y'all figured out. Claire done jumped off the thing. Listen, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this transition? I don't know. I don't think y'all ready for this money. I don't think you're ready for people to just be hanging on your every word or whatever. I don't know.
I'm ready.
Because she ready. We ready. Turn up. Asia. Okay, let me see. Asia, can you are you ready for people to like call on you for like all things plant-based? Like, I just figured out they're poisoning us now. I just figured out that the CEO of McDonald's won't even take a bite of it as his own burger because it's poison or whatever. And
Yeah.
but you know, I would like to eat food. So what food should I eat? And they coming to you. Are you ready for that?
I am ready. And yeah, as you know, I've been like actively working on my website, and me and Micaiah was actually on it today.
Micaiah being the secret weapon in the dollhouse. Micaiah, where my t-shirt at? Micaiah, what t-shirt are we doing first? I'm mad because I ain't got no t-shirt sent to me.
I need to figure it out.
Girl, stop playing with me. If you don't see me no t-shirt, it don't count.
Okay. I'm working on it.
Hey, Marlo.
Go ahead, Asia.
Oh no, I was just saying, you know, we're working on the website. I think we got it. We figured it out.
Wait, did you put something on top of what you already had?
No, it was just a pain point that I had that I wanted to kind of fix to make it more streamlined for customers that are shopping on the website.
Yeah.
And so I think Micaiah
What did you do? What did you do?
You gotta ask her.
Micaiah, what did we change?
Oh, it's not a change. It's just to help customers land on the correct page instead of all orders being on one sole page. The catering and the meal prep, we're separating them. Okay, y'all, if you gotta go, that's fine. But let me wait a minute. I want to go. I just want to pull up for a second. Avant. Wait, what's your website?
AvantGardenATL.com.
I swear it's a dog running down my hall. I swear to God. And I can't. I'm about to pass out because I don't do dogs. But yay, question mark. They're related to us. And so I have to respect their dogs or something. Okay, whatever. Okay, ladies. Now let's get information. Okay. Somebody said they ready. Shout out to Brittany on the streaming. They said they ready. We ready. Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know why, but let me see. Tell Jelani, Asia, first of all, tell Jelani that she inspired me and I got my whole card life together and I have cards to show her the next time when we figure out being a social, because they don't have no plan, but when we figure it out, tell her I'm gonna show her my card design inspired by her.
Oh, she can hear you. She can hear you.
Jelani, I have a whole card design inspired by you. Yes, girl. Yes. Okay. Wait. I don't know. Wait, I gotta share this. Hold on. Share. Ooh, I don't do white people and dogs running down the hall, but somebody told me. Somebody said I gotta do that. Okay. Anyway. Okay. The people on the Zoom can see it. I don't know if my people can see it. Okay. Wait. Okay. Wait. Add a scene. Hold on. Media. Screen. Boom. There we go. So most people should be able to see it. Okay. Boom. So I'm looking at your website right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, tell me what has changed since you worked with Kaya. First, let's start there.
So when you go down to, if you say, for instance, you click on the order meals, it's down up underneath the description of Avant Garden.
Mm-hmm.
So scroll down a little bit. All 4 of us are blue.
Who we are. Okay.
All right. So yeah. So then if you go to order meals.
I went too far? Oh, wait,
yeah,
over
on
here.
the left in the black.
Oh, right here.
So yeah, we're working on separating the catering orders from the meal prep orders.
Beautiful.
So
y'all, we don't know what's in our food. We don't know what's in our water. I need you to get you something that we know what's in it because it's plant-based. Shout out to Avant Garden. Let's start there. Okay. Y'all better call somebody. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Okay. So I love that. So how about what I told you about not making the first thing we land on about Avant Garden? How do we land on it?
That's the next thing. Me and Micaiah had that in place, and then I had some.
You do? You really? You do?
Yeah. So once we finish that, I'm gonna go back in, and then I'll go and address the customer's needs versus my own.
You're gonna address the what?
The customer's needs, their pain points, and what's on their minds, and I'll put that on the landing page. And
yes, this is what we want. Because if I hit this page, exactly. If I hit this page, it need to be about me, and then as I scroll, it's about you. So y'all, Avant is the best last name in the world. It's I didn't do it. It's just my last name. Okay. It comes before. Okay. Bagar. Okay. Boom. But if y'all read this, can you read this for me right quick so they know who you are?
So avant-garde is a French term meaning forward-thinking, innovative, and ahead of its time. It describes creators who challenge tradition, push boundaries, and reimagine what's possible. Avant-garde was born from that same spirit. The name reflects our commitment to evolving how people experience plant-based food, blending bold culinary creativity with intentional nourishment. The N represents growth, grounding, and the living garden that inspires everything we create. And avant-garde innovation isn't just about being different, it's about being purposeful. Every meal, dessert, and experience is designed through curiosity, culture, and a scientific approach to flavor. We don't follow trends, we cultivate.
What does that mean?
That means we are the innovators. We are the originators. We are the ones that people look to duplicate and replicate.
We all can imitate and duplicate. What I heard, that's what I heard. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better listen. Okay. No, seriously. So we want to add something above this that's about the people and what they got going on. Like you just got a diagnosis and they told you to eat better, but I can't do that because I need my flavor. boom, that should be at the top. If it's like, yeah, I wanted to do better, I always wanted to do better, but trees are boring. It's like, not over here. We make plant-based taste like, you know, like whatever that is, you want to capture that, and that should be at the top of your page. Who are they?
Okay.
What do they want? What are they afraid of? What do they wish they could have? If they had it just like they want to have it, what would it be? And build that into your platform, and everything else you did is just like bonus.
Okay.
Bonus. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. I mean, oh my god. Y'all. Anybody else before we go? Because we need to get off the phone. Okay, we're getting off the phone. Okay, so define your things. I just gave you 6 things. If you don't know what they are, we'll go back. The replays on my YouTube / theoretically it'll be on our school community. So until the next one, I gotta go. We're out. Pew.